And that was Gary Glitter with Rock and Roll Part 2. You've been listening to Sex Offender Sunday here on WFYM. All the songs we're not supposed to play anymore. Next up, The Morning Tea.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, what's up?
What's up, boys?
Another week.
Good evening.
Full house.
That's right.
Oh yeah, we only had we had 3 last week, right? I don't even remember.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't remember anything anymore.
I listened to it yesterday as I was driving home from BC. It was
2 thumbs down.
No, 2 thumbs up.
Okay.
I lolled.
I thought it was good.
I have an idea for the future. When we are down to a skeleton crew, we can switch to like sort of an episode 1 format where we make up a podcast on the spot and have one subject to talk about to make it easier.
It's good. It's
Very
easy.
epic. No, it was
It's
still- it was
podcasting.
still
it's
fun,
the
yeah.
easiest job in the world. It's pathetic.
Yeah, it's
All right, so
streaming
let's
with no
see.
chat.
I'm ashamed of myself.
Gonna go to E1, scroll all the way down. Okay,
Steal
first,
Yeah, go to the first.
so first one is
go to the
pickup
first
artists, so
one.
we should do that. Second
Yeah,
one is
and then anytime we
Flat
need an
Earthers.
idea. That's easy.
There's one where you have to be Rylan.
I am never
Okay.
going to do a podcast.
Nope.
No one's gonna hear my sweet, sultry voice.
I did say that. I've turned down being on many podcasts before.
Yeah, but it's one thing
It would be
to like,
nepotism
go
if
on
you
the
went on E1.
podcast. But we said it like last week. A lot of the podcast requests have been like, "Come on and talk about this one guy," and it's like I'd rather die.
Yeah, I'm just glad I
But-
never went on like Chapo to talk about Mikey Miles, that sort of thing.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I'm
Like,
glad I never went on a
what we do-
podcast to talk about Mikey Miles.
what we do is,
But Alex, you're better at
you
it,
know,
and you have a
it's easy.
historical.
Yours was good. I like that one.
I like our. Well, thank you. I was
See,
about
my
to say, the
thinking
only
was-
thing harder than podcasting is listening to them.
My thinking was, okay, Michael was their first choice. I was their second choice. Who's the third choice? It's got to be someone even worse than me. And they're
Mikey
gonna,
Miles.
it's going to get down to someone who's going to say yes, so I might as well do it.
Mikey Miles' victim
Yeah.
comes on to talk about Mikey. So so this guy's pretty goofy, huh? Yeah, he's assaulted me. Oh yeah. So what does he do for work? Where is he? What's his story?
Well, he got
Nothing. He
fired
doesn't
from
do
the one
anything.
next door for assaulting me.
Fuck. What would you do if you got a phone call one day and it was just somebody being like, "Hey, Michael Hermely put you down as a reference on this application."
well, you can execute him. It's fine. I give you permission.
Yeah. I
If
assume,
I'm his
he's
ward, like,
applying
you
for
can- you
death
can put him
for
down.
assisted
Yeah.
suicide. You can give him
Yeah,
whatever.
go ahead and put him down. Do whatever you need to do to him.
Speaking of
You
that was
have
pretty
my-
cool. That was pretty cool to be talking about assisted suicide in tweets this week in the thread, and have some lady, well, just an account named Lisa and a bunch of numbers, be like, "Hey, you want this pentobarbital?" It's like a fucking.
I saw that.
It's the death penalty drug. One of the drugs they use for the death
Yeah.
penalty.
Did you say yes?
No, I text the phone number and said yes.
Okay. Oh, thank you
And,
so much for the death penalty drug. I can't wait to touch this.
They also give it to cats when they have seizures.
Oh, just what I need. I'm about to go drop a bunch of dollar bills all over.
Yeah, they give it to cats when they have
That
seizures.
shit is
'cause
so stupid. Did you
it's
guys see
not-
that lady? I'm sure you did. It
Oh,
was
yeah,
just
so
sort of the
funny.
main
So funny.
character
I mean,
of the
yeah.
day.
Yeah, I mean, it was hard to not see that when you have like all those like epic accounts.
For those who
But-
don't know, some woman claimed she picked up a dollar bill somewhere and instantly fucking like passed out or whatever, like implying there was fentanyl or a similar drug.
Yeah, that was the and then but even in that, like, the headline was funny because it was like, woman grabs dollar and passes out.
That's
And
what
then, like,
Tom.
there's a
that's
quote
something
in
Tom and
there.
Ryland do.
Yeah. I passed out because it was only $1 and I thought
Ryland
it was
sees
$100.
$40 American and passes out.
Well, what actually happened was that somebody pulled the poop dollar trick on her, but she was too
Yeah.
embarrassed to admit that she fainted and she got poop on her
True.
finger.
She touched a bunch of
Man.
poop.
And she passed
I'd
out.
go to the hospital too.
Yeah.
Someone
We only-
made me touch poop, I would absolutely go to the hospital immediately.
Yep.
I told that story a lot, but the only person we ever successfully pooped out was our boss at the car wash. Not my dad, it's the guy who owned it before him. And he just put that shit in his pocket though. He's so stinky, he didn't even smell
that's
it.
gross, man.
Come on, dog.
That sucks to think about.
Fuck.
Like,
And that was the day we found
squeezing
out our
it.
boss stank ass.
we looked up to our boss until then.
Bro, it had that dollar was like straight up covered in like sewage water poop.
Yeah,
Ugh.
that sucks.
Just
that really
dipped.
sucks that he just fucking put it in his pocket.
No, it
Just-
sucks more that we took it from the car wash to B-Dubs.
Well,
Left it in, like it was the sidewalk
Okay.
leading up to B-Dubs.
You're right. That actually does suck more.
That rules. That's such a good prank.
What's even better is I hope he stood there and played Golden Tee like usual, and just every time he moved, fucking had this poop dollar in his back pocket, and people just like, oh my fucking god, this guy shit his pants. He's still playing Golden Tee.
trying to slide that dollar through the dollar slot on Golden Tee, and it just won't go in. You just don't notice all the poop on it.
Dude, I have great memories from B-Dubs just because it was such one of the only places to go that was like not cool but open late, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially when you're
Well,
under
they-
If you're in a
21.
small
Yeah.
enough town,
A ton
it's
of
cool.
TVs, some games to stand around. Girls went there sometimes, so that was cool.
Huge.
They
But
had
yeah.
the waitresses were all
had
women usually,
pregnant.
so you're just like, yeah, well,
Well, like, so
That's
10
where I
years
was going
ago,
with it.
every bar
They're
used to
all
play the
pregnant at
UFC fights, right?
Mhm.
And then slowly over time, they like stopped playing them because there was less interest or too many fights like outside the bar or whatever. And so at like the tail end of my like watching UFC regularly fandom, like one of the only places I could reliably go to watch them was B-Dubs. And I think part of the reason why I like fell out of the fandom is like I had to go to B-Dubs every second weekend.
see, I never really minded B-Dubs because we had in Akron, we had yeah, it's fine. But in Akron, we had like a super shitty one, and so it was really fun to go to because like basically you could just do whatever you wanted. Like there was a small place to order, and then the bar was in like a separate room, and it just was lawless. And like, but people went there, but nobody went there. If you know what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
it just was empty all the time, and it was great.
You can throw your peanut shells on the ground.
Oh, you could. You absolutely could.
B-Dubs, like anything else of that similarity, those types of chains, used to be better. Not to be that guy, but those early 2000s, especially when it was still BW3. When it was BW3, it was like really,
good.
really fucking good. But I remember
there was
the
a-
chicken being bigger.
Because we used to go to one, I forget what city, but like it had like Time Crisis, and it had like all these arcade games there too, so you could go play that, and which was great as a kid. And then like
Great
that's
choices.
like when I would get to drink soda would be like at a restaurant. So I was just like, all right, I get wings, soda, and I get to play like arcade games.
You weren't allowed to drink
We
soda?
had sports on TV.
We had Anthony's
I mean,
Pizza.
we barely ever had soda. My mom was like super strict
Yeah.
about all the food and drinks and everything. And so
What about juice, though?
like, I mean, like every once in a while, but like,
Dude,
I mean,
we were Kool-Aid
but it's the
kids.
same now, though. Like,
We were
it just doesn't
Kool-Aid
matter.
kids.
Like, I wanted carbonation.
Yeah.
I was raised on soda is bad, juice is good, even if it has the same amount of high fructose
Well,
corn syrup.
Yeah. I was
got fruit on the
get this,
label.
we had like 7-Up in the fridge all the time, but never Coca-Cola because my parents thought the dye would be really unhealthy. But I was just drinking like half a liter of 7-Up a day.
Oh my
So many
God.
people have insane beliefs like that.
Mhm.
My
They were doing
family
their
was way
best.
too big to do anything but a giant fucking tankard of Gatorade. Or not Gatorade, I was thinking the Gatorade containers, but Kool-Aid.
It makes sense that people don't understand the new types of food we have. Because for like 10,000 years, the only food was berries, beef,
Yep.
chicken. That was about it.
Water.
Yeah,
We're
but like,
returning to that.
Fish.
You
So
got to eat
we-
every part of the beef.
well, that's true. Well, we
There was
just
fish
have
for
to
a long
only eat
time.
beef and cheese. We're on the keto diet, all of us.
Yeah, and you got to
Um,
stand out in the sun.
Cheese
But
wasn't
one-
invented
so-
until the 1800s.
So we used to only get like soda at the house when my parents would have like a party or like family would come in, and then they would get some like. And I remember this very vividly. We had this big summer party, and they had like a cooler of soda, and a lot was left over the next day. And my friend and I, he spent the night, and we were hanging out, and like there was nobody at the house. We're probably like 11, and we went outside. And we saw the cans of soda, and we were like, you know, it'd be fun shaking them up and like throwing them on the ground. And so we did. We grabbed one and we like shook it up and threw it on the ground, and it like exploded everywhere. And we were like, that was a lot of fun. Let's do it with the rest of them. And so we shook up and smashed probably 40 cans of soda
Oh my god.
all over the driveway.
Jesus.
Dumb fucks.
And my dad came home and he was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And I had to clean up 40 cans of soda, and then I had to like spray down the driveway because it was just everywhere.
Jesus. How old were you?
That was a great day
It
to
was-
be an ant.
Honestly, it was so fun. I would absolutely do it again.
I bet Ann's still talking about how legendary that day was.
I think about that.
Remember the
I
Great
think about
Sugar Flood?
smashing just
Maybe they
cans of
talk
soda
about it
against
like the
wall.
molasses disaster in Boston, where they're like, no, actually it's serious because 20 people died. You don't say it's funny that a bunch of people drowned in molasses because they turned over a big bucket.
I wonder if Derek's talked about that. Yeah, so they drowned molasses.
When I used to go winter
Bro, this is where lots of people died.
That story reminds me when I used to go winter camping down in West Virginia. My uncle and his my grandpa and his friends who hunted would go the weekend before hunting season, and my dad and I would just go to camp. And the one year I was probably like 12 or 13, he bought me a BB gun at the Walmart on the way there. And the one guy at the camp, they were all drinking, and they had this like case of skunked beer or something. So he gave me the beer. Not to drink, but I built a snowman, and then I shook up a bunch of beers and then put the cans inside the snowman, and then I shot the snowman with my BB gun, and all the beer would squirt out of him, and I thought it was the coolest thing ever.
So sick.
That's so fun. Think about
Imagine
that
if
all
it was
the
a
time.
red. Imagine if it
I
was a
know.
red soda.
It was Miller Genuine Draft, so at least it was a little bit
Nice.
darker. It wasn't like a Bud Light or something.
No.
But,
MJD.
yep.
But like shooting and breaking cans and watching them explode, it's fun.
Oh, it's awesome.
It's so cool.
It's
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
sick.
We had a Michigan basement at one of our houses, which is the mud floor.
Mm-hmm.
And this was the really old house. This was the house built in 1850, so no one gave a shit about the basement, especially. But we would take McDonald's toys down there and wear shooting glasses and then just shoot them with our pellet guns.
So sick.
We made a range.
Oh, that's so fun.
Yeah, it was great.
I had all of them. I had a airsoft gun. I had a paintball gun. I had a BB gun.
I was always jealous of kids like you. I didn't have any of that shit. I just always had to use other people's.
Yeah.
Like, it's better I didn't have a fucking, well, I had my pellet gun, of course, but those weren't toys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I-
we had
I
a
never-
BB gun.
My parents are
Paintball
smart. They
gun.
never let us do paintball or airsoft because they knew the slippery slope of how much we would have fucking made them spend.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was allowed to have a real gun, but I wasn't allowed to have a BB gun. It was sort of like how the only cuss I was allowed to say was cunt.
No rules.
Well, you know, your family's from Australia.
Right.
My parents didn't care as long because, like, as soon as I turned like 13, 14, they were like, as long as you buy it on your own, you can have that. And then, like, I didn't start working until I was like 15.
Yeah, that's what happened with me
and a half.
anyway
And
once
then I
I
had to
started
get-
working.
Then I had to get a phone, and then I had to drive and like pay for gas. And I was just like, damn, like I can't fucking buy a paintball gun.
Yeah.
I got one, but I was just like, I never used it,
just
and I was so
sucks.
mad. Like I spent like $75 on it.
You were
and
that
then I
kid
just
always
never used
drunk at parties trying to sell his paintball gun?
it. I was like, man, I could have like bought a video game. I could have done so much with this. I could have like had put gas in the car instead of like getting home on E and then making my sister go do it when she gets in the car the next day to go to work. Be like, oh, sorry, I didn't realize it was so low.
God.
Yeah.
How could you afford ecstasy?
Excuse
Get
me?
You said you were on E. You got owned.
Yeah,
I got it.
I made it. I made it myself. I got homemade ecstasy.
You do have to go to a lot of trouble to do airsoft or paintball. Like I did it once. I bought a used gun off a kid for like $30 or something, a semi-auto electric one.
Mm-hmm.
And it was kind of fun, but I had to have my parents pick me up at like a different time across town.
Mm-hmm.
And like it takes 2 hours and you have to walk there.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
you have to get 10 guys to come to the woods every week.
You gotta get 10 guys to come.
You got to get 10 guys to come
Maybe for you.
and suck their
Maybe
dicks
for you.
and swallow their
I
nuts.
need to get into paintball.
Paintball
I love
sounds cool
watching
now.
those fucking videos with like 40 million views. It's like cheater caught at airsoft tournament.
Yeah.
It's always just some fucking like little pencil neck dweeb, like, with, like looking like a Branson avatar because it's all like zoomed in and blurred.
It's a
Those
stupid
pop up on
system.
YouTube for me all the time, just because I
I've
think
never-
like it's Rainbow Six Siege and
They come
like
out of
Airsoft,
nowhere.
and I think those are the two. Anybody who plays Rainbow
Look,
Six
that makes
Siege is
sense.
also very
That
interested.
makes sense because airsoft
in
is played
Airsoft.
exactly like Siege.
Yeah, I love it because like I'll just like be scrolling through, and then you get to like the reels or whatever YouTube calls them, the shorts. And
Dude,
like
you know
it's
that's
like,
why-
oh, this is like a sick clutch, and then it's like cheater caught and airsoft.
was always why
and he
more
like
big
gets
fat
shot in the
guys
nuts like
played.
6 times.
More big fat guys played airsoft than paintball because paintball had running. Airsoft, you like, had to slow down
What-
and like take corners and shit.
I never understood the allure of airsoft because
It
like, at
hurts
least
more?
with a paintball gun, yeah, that sounds like shit.
They
Think they're
look.
in
Their
fucking
guns
war,
look
dude.
cooler. They look like
Yeah,
real
their
How do
guns.
you
guns,
know
their
when you
guns
get
also
hit?
look like super real.
Yeah,
That's
airsoft
like
was
the
fun. I
big
played
thing.
airsoft with my neighbors in my backyard or the woods behind my house, and
That's the way to play any of that shit. Just
Yeah.
completely unsupervised. Probably no face
Yeah.
masks.
some kids were wearing sunglasses, and one of them I shot in the sunglasses. I remember hearing the tink, the little tink from like 30 yards away. I was like, ooh.
Come here, Neo.
Well, I think I told the story, but when it's the same group of kids I was playing with, where we stopped playing because the one kid was running and he tripped and he hit his face on a downed log and
Christ,
bit his teeth went through his bottom lip. We're like, whoops.
Ugh.
Yeah.
And that's
Andrew,
That could have
that's
happened
what-
anywhere.
That's when 25-year-old Chet had to stop hanging out with this 13-year-old.
No, I mean I
He was
was
gonna do
like
it. He could've
19,
slipped
20.
on the street.
I'm not gonna lie.
We didn't play airsoft, but we'd play just war when we were like 14. And we were such morons, dude. This was like during the fucking Iraq invasion too, so we think we're so cool. And we'd be in the
Probably braver than the actual troops.
we're on public land on the Basin Preserve, and there's like 8v8, and we were all wearing camo. Just perfect. Like we looked like a militia, except we were kids. And we like take POWs and tie each other up for like 6 hours at a time. It's crazy.
That's when we were in 7th grade, we read Lord of the Flies, and we all like would get sticks and like hunt the kids we didn't like and stab them and call them piggy.
That's basically what we were doing, but we didn't know the reference.
And we did that at recess. Yeah, like
What age
everybody
were
like
you?
that was 7th grade, probably 13. The lesson we learned from that was that it was super fun to like hunt people down and stab them.
Yeah.
with
Yeah, the
sticks.
strong dominate the weak when
Yeah.
there's no authority.
I always
Never
got a thrill
finished
out
that
of that
book.
shit though. Like playing proper capture the flag in some nice woods. That shit was the best.
Mhm.
I think at the end of the book, all the kids become millionaires.
Yeah, it gets
I remember
everyone-
when-
18 and get a bunch of
everything's
pussy.
fine.
I remember my brothers and I taught these fucking like sort of shut-in homeschoolers how to play capture the flag in the little patch of woods on the side of their house. And they had like the most fun day of their life, and they were so excited to play again. And their parents heard about it and were fucking like horrified. They're like, "You were in the woods? It was like a fucking like quarter acre of trees." And they're like, "There's poison ivy in there, and she has allergies. And you were playing a war game? You were teaching them violence?" Like they were so fucking like.
Oh, she's allergic to poison ivy.
Those are the types of Catholics that wouldn't let their kids watch VeggieTales because Protestants made it.
Yeah, I get a rash from poison ivy. It's really
way.
weird.
I went to school with this kid who was super Christian in like 2nd grade, and he wasn't allowed to watch Casper the Friendly Ghost because it gave him nightmares.
It's not friendly
Why would you
enough.
tell anyone that?
I don't know.
Kids
Yeah,
just say the damnedest shit, man. Fuck.
I would not.
That's so awesome.
Yeah, that's not.
I got
something
nightmares
even,
from
like, at that
stupid
age.
shit, so that's fine.
Yeah, like it all happened to all of us. Like last week I was talking about that Rockadoodle movie and how it like
Yeah,
scared me.
that's a
I still like
nightmare-inducing movie.
I can't think about it, but like I would never say that.
Let me be your rooster, and let me roost with you.
Him!
Let me be your rooster, let me hear your sweet voice. Get him out of here! You boys is dead meat. For a loop, well, you're the number one chick in this chicken coop.
Roosters are
I would never say
scary.
Casper
They're cocky.
gave me because even like Casper had the scary parts when they
Dude,
killed
Casper
the dad.
had a freaking babe in it named Christina Ricci. Disclaimer, I was her age when the movie came out. Actually, I was much
Disclaimer.
younger.
But I'm still watching.
Disclaimer, I was a child. And I have not seen it since then.
Kids who grew up on farms, they know how scary roosters can be. If you're like 3 years
Yeah.
old and you piss off a rooster,
I ran out of the movie theater scared of the in both the Lion King during the Stampede, and then when the Titanic started sinking, I ran out.
That's just privileged to leave during the Titanic sinking because you could.
Well,
but you were scared.
yeah, it was scary.
You saw the Titanic in theaters?
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
My mom was one of those moms who was obsessed with it, so she saw it like 3 or 4
Yeah,
times.
that makes sense. My cousins were the same way.
I was
No, I'm
obsessed
not.
with it when I was 12. It made a big impression on me.
Yeah,
And not
those
because of the
titties.
tits.
I was going to say that
I
was
was
my
gonna say,
favorite
yeah,
part.
that was-
I remember.
Just because I love the Wagnerian melodrama of
I
it.
think my first movie tits I
It is
saw
very
was in
good.
The Sexy and Rob Roy that I wasn't supposed to be watching. I was supposed to have a pillow over my face for that part, but I
I would
watched.
say Titanic and then Varsity Blues. Varsity Blues
that's
I
a good
saw
choice.
and I was just
Were there
like,
tits
damn.
in Family Vacation?
Family Guy.
When he's like in the hot tub or the
I've
pool
only
with that
ever
shit?
seen it on TV, so
Because that was the first time I got
that's
hard, I
actually
remember.
probably the only place I've seen
But
it
I don't
too.
know if there was actual bare tits.
I think
Yeah.
she's in a bikini or a thong or something.
Well, hubba
But
hubba.
I don't know.
Actually, I saw tits in an actual porno that was
What?
record.
Bro, you gotta send me the links of that. Holy shit.
No, I mean, I was-
We
I was
gotta go
gonna
to
say
break and talk about this off
before I
mic.
saw a movie.
Before I ever saw, the first movie I ever saw was a porno.
No, before I saw them in an actual movie, it was a VHS that had some porno taped over that I assume was from my dad that he just forgot about, and we were trying to find a blank tape to fuck around with the camera, and I was like, "Whoa, what the fuck?" And it was just right when I opened it, it looked. I think it was an Italian porno too, just from remembering what they looked like and sounded like. And this guy was just going to town on some of the biggest tits you've ever seen, like Monica Bellucci type. I was like, "Huzza was huzza." All right, close this up.
Your
Not
dad
my
just gets
tape.
continually put on blast on this podcast for being a
fine.
hypocrite about porno.
I hope he becomes a listener and realizes his mistakes.
Much respect to him, but he was a hypocrite about porno.
Yep. And he's the reason I love giant tits, I think.
Well,
I
nothing
want to
wrong
circle
with that.
back to
Oh.
No.
Chet running out of the theater when the Titanic sank.
Yeah, we can
Did you not
revisit
know
that.
what was going to happen going into the movie?
I knew it was gonna happen. I just didn't know it'd be so
No, I
scary.
get it.
Well, also, like-
you know, Chet doesn't do scary shit.
I imagine it was very loud.
Very loud.
But it's also,
in the theater.
I mean, like, that came out in what, 1997?
I was
right?
7.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say, like, we're the same age.
Yeah.
Like, we're just young. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't fucking know what Titanic. I remember when the Titanic came out and like being 7, and my friend was like, you can't go see
Boobs.
that movie. It's gay. No, I didn't even know about the boobs. He said it was gay, and so I was just
Damn.
like, oh,
Yeah, it's for
wow.
girls.
Oh, yeah, it's for girls. And I was like, oh shit. Well, I don't-
7
It's
is
one of
too
those things
young.
where he heard his like older sister and her friends say like,
Yes.
"Oh, and Leo DiCaprio's so hot," and he's like,
I mean, yes.
Oh,
he had an older. His sister was a year older, and like it was literally that his sister liked it, and he was like, "No, you can't do that."
funny.
And I'm just 7. It's like, all right, yeah, sure, okay, that's
I
fine.
remember
And then
kids
I
like that
remember
so
like
vividly.
4 years later. 4 years later, learning there's boobs in it, and I think that was like the most like rewound VHS tape we owned.
Yeah.
That's before people figure out that if you like some of the same stuff as girls might like you
Yeah.
more.
It's like on established YouTube videos now, how it has that little sparkle and it says most replayed. on the timestamp. That's so helpful when you're looking for like when shots are fired or the car flips, etc. What an awesome innovation.
I downloaded an extension that shows dislikes again. I don't know if you guys knew that existed. Or
Mine
wanted
still
it.
shows them half the
Yeah.
time. It's weird.
Yeah, it's
I
just
wonder if
like,
it's because my account's so damn old.
Mine's
I
pretty old too.
grandfathered in. What's the date? What's your join date?
Let me see.
Everyone,
How do I find out?
everyone check out your YouTube join date. You got to go to your channel and then all the way over to about, and it's on there.
First
Yeah, I don't-
upload
I
was
think
March
this one is-
2012.
I joined December 20th, 2006.
Nice. I beat you by 6 months.
Nice.
My oldest is June 4th, 2006.
January
Nice.
1, 2011.
I
think
figured
I made
Aaron
this
would be an
account.
earlier
This
adopter.
was
too.
2010. So it's
Tom's
late.
first account was the Pussy Defiler.
Yeah.
Got banned for the MCA.
I just think like I had in high school, I made like 100 different emails just to like, cause that's what you did. Like, it was just like, oh, let me make this cool email. And then as you get older, you were like, I can't ever tell someone that's my email. I think my first email was like Cloud Sephiroth FF7.
Oh, hell yeah.
And then
Both of
I
them.
was getting into high school and like they asked for your email and I realized like what it was, and I was like, I don't have one yet. Just lying. No, I don't. I'm sorry. I don't have an email, so I'm sorry.
funny.
And then like I had to make a new one, so that just kept happening because I would just find something and be like, oh, let's do something cool, and you realize like you can't just change it as easily as you
Yeah.
think you can.
Yep.
Not just like an AIM screen name, like you know
Yeah.
when
It's tied to so many
you know
things.
just
Not
being
just like an Instagram
cool boy.
handle.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Look, my AIM was literally Chet the Man in 1990. And then my first email was Snakebite 1110 because that was my favorite monster truck. And I was really into snakes.
I would have thought you were an emo kid with that name later on.
In high school, my email was powerslave@hotmail.co.uk because because Hotmail opened up fucking UK emails. So like I was like, oh, I can get a fucking Iron Maiden album title as my as my email, and so I had to like jump on it, and then I had to like explain it later on in high school. But luckily, I figured it out and switched to like my
I think
normal
that's the most-
pedestrian email before.
Everyone
uni.
feared like the devil because of metal music. I think the most dangerous thing about metal is it makes certain teens into fucking boomers.
Yeah, especially if you get like really into like classic rock and you're like a guy that's super into Led Zeppelin and AC/DC when you're 16.
Yeah, that was my friend
yeah.
Ken. All he listened to was Led Zeppelin and Rush till he met me. And then I show him the good shit. Franz Ferdinand and the Stills.
The sweet spot for that is like 13, I think. Like right after you learn to jack off, that's when you should be listening to
Yeah.
Robert Plant being like, "Oh yeah, oh baby, suck my thing."
'Cause it's kind of
Making moaning noises.
when you start trying to learn to play the guitar and stuff, and that's kind of like the easier songs to listen to and play, and just repeat. So it makes sense. And then you should like kind of age out of it and find new stuff. Because in Akron we had a radio station, 97.5, and it still might just play like that kind of rock, classic rock, nonstop all the time. And my friend would listen to it all the time, even into our 20s and 30s. That was the only station he had on his car. It's like you'd get into his car
Sunny
and
day, let's turn on some Def Leppard. All right.
you get into his car and he like cracked open a beer and would drive, and you'd be like, all right, man, actually, wait, don't do that. And
That's so
he would
sick.
just be playing classic rock and turn it up. And like he liked rap music, but then other times he would just be like, some of
Man.
that is just crap. And like, I would just wish more stations played classic rock. And I was like, why do you need another one?
Dude,
why do you need
millennials-
two stations to go back and forth between?
Millennials too, we had no chance. Like that guy especially, no chance, because right when he would have been getting out of all that shit, like after high school and into college, boom, Guitar Hero.
Yeah.
Wolf Mother.
Woman. Yep, another Australian band.
Classic rock radio is very weird now, actually, because they've moved up so much in the timeline that they're like to 1995.
True.
So the modern rock radio station, which goes back to probably Appetite for Destruction, 1987 forward,
The
in
hits
like
of
a
yesterday and
Metallica the
today,
Black album.
without all the black music.
So
One of those
sometimes you'll have
stations.
something from 1995 on the classic rock station, then you'll flip over to modern rock and it's something from 1989.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's annoying too. But we have a station here that does like the steadfast like 20-year rule. So just if a song is 20 years old, they'll start playing it, like Drops to Jupiter by Train.
God.
That's a classic. It's a great song.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's the only single of theirs I can tolerate.
But tell me, did it sail across the sun? Did it make it to the Milky Way to see the lights are faded and that heaven is overrated?
I don't know why it just reminded me of it. I think it's because I used to phonetically type that out and say, now Dashy's back. And then it made me think of Dasha. But funny moment, Dasha this week apparently called Hassan a pedo, like accused him on the timeline, just
On what grounds?
that he thinks Hunter Biden's cool.
Okay.
Like everybody else thinks Hunter Biden's cool because he's, the cool guy in the video.
He's
Anyway.
doing cool stuff.
Yeah, doing cool shit.
He's rich. He doesn't have
Um,
any consequences in his life. She doesn't want that?
Sex is
Someone
not cool.
So he's been being called a pedo all week, and obviously we know this isn't true. It's stupid fucking some of the most online dumbasses.
Yeah, I
No,
looked through
the
the
Red
Hunter
Scare
Biden
fans.
stuff and like I would believe he's a pedo, but I'm gonna need some more evidence.
Someone brought it up, and Hassan was like, Stop coming here and telling me what that googly-eyed cunt has to say.
Jesus.
And then he goes, banned from secession. Something like that. It's so fucking funny.
This is completely unrelated, but I just
Yeah, I'm
noticed
done anyway,
something
no worries.
incredible. So I was just looking at my high school YouTube's what I was subscribed to, and there's only like, I don't know, 15 things, but two of them are Jack on the Go Show and Cooking with Jack Show. And he's changed his like profile picture on both those accounts. So on the Jack on the Go Show, he's soy facing, and on the Cooking with the Jack Show, he's doing the home halfway look, where he's like pursing his lips and looking to the side.
Ooh, so awesome.
Jack's
just-
so
He's got
cool.
two different snapbacks on.
I just found out I'm subscribed to the Today Show on YouTube for some reason.
Oh shit!
I know why. It's
Congrats.
because you probably followed the NBC account that uploads all those NBC things. Maybe.
Maybe.
Well, they don't upload them. They send them
should.
to you, and you have to upload them.
No, they should upload them. That's so mean. Some of those people will never
I
find
guess
that file.
they give you. Well, I guess they give you full control.
Sometimes
over
that's
it.
a good thing.
They should just
Yeah,
fucking.
I'd say
No,
it's
they
probably
should
a
not give
great
you full
thing. Yeah,
control.
like
okay, well, how much better would that be?
It would be better, but I would
Yeah.
kind of feel bad if like they didn't even know it was being recorded and uploaded.
Yeah, there's like a bunch of BBs.
Yeah, like a bunch of people like that.
No, I was talking about Netanyahu.
Harry money. Oh,
Unless
okay.
you're still talking about people like that.
Oh, you were being anti-Semitic.
Yes.
That's what I call them, BBs.
Wow.
That is New York City. You know how many BBs are there?
Yep, the Aki way. I hate that shit, man. I can't stand Zoomers that say New York shit just because the fucking the side talk guys, man. Ever since Bing Bong.
Bing Bong. I remember Bing Bong and finding that video. Do you
Yeah,
remember
Tom found
finding
the
that
original
video?
video.
Found
where
it,
Bing
dude.
Bong
I
was
found
from.
the Bing Bong.
Dude, I found where Bing Bong was from. Fucking funny. Fuck.
Just all right. I'm gonna let's make another post live.
Isn't Bing Bong's
And,
only like 7 months old still?
I know, and I'm
That's
going
fucking
to
crazy.
rip. I'll tell you what I'm going to do here. I'm going to
Okay.
rip the video,
And
and
post
I'm
it.
going to post it and just say I found out where Bing Bong is from. It's 10 months old.
Make your display name too, like Down in the Content Mines Pod.
Yeah, or like a click this pod.
All right, I think that's okay. Let's back up.
Click this.
Sorry, just
You mad
pause for a
pod.
second.
Weird internet pod.
All right, it's 31 minutes.
Weird shite.
Yeah, I guess we
Yeah,
should
yeah,
do
we'll
a-
edit it out.
A little update on that last tweet.
Yeah,
we
for
talked
anyone that
about
isn't on Twitter
Okay.
and didn't see
Sorry.
it.
Yeah.
the
My
famous tweet
computer
from the last
is killing
episode.
me, bro. Anyways, we were talking about the tweet.
Honest
that?
question, why don't Americans want to move to other countries? Got 39 retweets, 369 quote tweets, and
Yes.
1,636 likes.
Confounding numbers.
And
How many
Who
replies?
likes that tweet?
replies? 1,095.
I said yes, love is love, and everybody was like, "Oh, that is so awesome." I had some people call me freaks.
Okay.
Is that
Okay.
what it topped out? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good. I don't know. People were just like, as soon as I tweeted it, people were earnestly replying. Just like, they can't wait. People can't wait to tell you their opinions on anything on Twitter. Anytime you ask a question like that, people are just like, yeah, here's what I think, by the way. And don't stop and look and see Blue Wave Tom with America, Canada, Argentina, all these flags, and the guy with the sex doll, kissing the sex doll in his profile picture. I had people in my DMs be like, why do all my favorite podcasters follow you? Who the fuck are you? And then I had another guy that called me a fat piece of shit because he thought I was Vince. And then he blocked me. And if you just go to the quote tweets, it's everybody just being like, are you an idiot? Come on. And then there's several
rude.
different like leftist shit posters that are replying and all this. And like, I don't know that until people who follow me replied to it. And then I would look and be like, oh, you have this person muted. Oh, okay, let me see. And then it's like, of course it's you. Get the fuck out of here. How stupid are you? How stupid are you, man? You follow all these people who follow me. I have all these followers, and you go through my page and I'm just talking about like male squirting and you just can't stop. Fuck.
Those are
It's
all
so
the people
annoying.
use all those buzzwords, man. They're extremely online.
Yeah.
Shit post.
Yeah, it's like self-described shit posters who fall for the most easy bait shit.
Come
Like
on,
the-
get it together, gang.
It's on the level of like the Facebook trolling where you can make a group that's like all pit bulls should be exterminated. And
Dude,
a
I
bunch
think
of
I
boomer
pinpointed,
moms
though.
send you death threats.
I think I pinpointed when it happened when people got easy to trick again.
Hmm.
And it's because it's happened to me too. Like when I've been tricked, and it's because they try to quote tweet too fast. They get their thought off.
Mm,
They gotta
Yep.
get it. They gotta get it out there. And
Yeah.
the quote tweets also like you see somebody else quote tweet it, so then you click through to the direct one, then you quote tweet it, and then you're like, timeline, look what I fucking found.
Yeah.
Check out this fucking tweet I just found. And then
Yeah.
when they do that, they're already so excited about being like, oh, this has low numbers, but it's gonna be high interaction. And they gotta get the brain juice from it.
Yeah, I am amazed by how often people who tweet the most on my timeline will fall for shit. Like if you're gonna be online all the time, which I am,
Yeah, me
I'm
too.
extremely online,
That
but
are-
I also pride myself in like not falling for fake shit every day and having to delete it.
Or say,
Because again-
unironically having to say, I seriously hope this is satire to something that's obviously satire.
Like when I got Nate in trouble and like he tweeted, which was a funny tweet, and I think we might have talked about it on here. I know we talked about it on Cleancast, but he tweeted that like,
Fuck Nate.
oh, I just can't wait to
Sorry.
hang out with the party with the Stranger Things kids and then party with the Euphoria kids. And like I screenshotted immediately because I was like, oh, I know I can post this and someone's gonna fall for it. And I posted it and like did like a side face, and there that one like account, she reposted the same, she just took my image and posted it with like another thing, and it's just like, y'all, the celebrities are acting out today. And then everybody was retweeting that, and like people were like, that's a joke, he's just posting a joke. And she like got indignant in the replies and was like yelling at people.
That's
and
called
just like he's not gonna fuck you. It's like, what are you talking about? You're a moron. You're so stupid.
Nate's not gonna fuck you, dude.
That used to be
Yeah,
the Tumblr left. Now I call them the Discord left.
Yeah, that you're right. That is a Discord left, and it's so funny to see them just like fall for something like that. Not even the idea that this guy could be joking, because like first of all, he talked about Euphoria teens. They're not teens. The actors are not teens.
Yeah, they're like 23.
Like they're playing. They're playing.
Yeah,
teens
they've been
the show.
in the very excellent Mr. Dundee.
They'd be like, I want to
Yeah.
fuck all those kids from Glee. They were like 28. I'll fuck them kids
Well,
from Glee.
Look at this pedo perving on Mary Kate and Ashley.
It's just so funny to see that and just not think for a second. But then you just, I got to get my faves and my retweets because like here's a celebrity, quote unquote, not anymore. He's a fucking loser.
Piece of
But
shit.
here's somebody, piece of dog shit. Nate, fuck you, Nate. Talking and being weird and like, oh, yep, everybody in Hollywood is a pedophile, which I'm not going to defend, but like he's not in Hollywood because he's a
Tell them where he
ex-pop
really
star.
lives.
Yeah, all right. Everybody get your
It'd be
notes
cool
down.
if the Winner Mary Kate and Olsen legal website was like still going, but it was a countdown to when they're 37.
So cool. Countdown to when.
Countdown to when they're MILFs.
Yeah, I was about to say countdown to their MILFs or cougars. Epic. So funny. There should be a countdown for I'm not gonna say it. Sorry.
Subscribe to the Patreon to find out that joke.
Dude, we should. No, what I was gonna say earlier, actually. Thank you for reminding me. We should make a Patreon goal for Chet here to have to play Alien Isolation all the way through.
Oh my god, that'd be so good.
Oh man.
And listen though,
Oh,
listen,
bro,
Chet. For less pressure on you, Chet.
Yeah. I can turn the lights on in my apartment.
If you maybe you bargain with Chat with that.
Yeah.
But I will say this. I mean, I'm sure Chat would want to see you do it live. But if it's for a Patreon goal, maybe you just play it and record it. Because how much funnier would it be if you were actually alone, but you had to record yourself, cam on, getting jump scared and shit? I think that would be primo content.
Yeah,
It'd be good. You wouldn't get as many Keck W's, but
I mean,
but I
true.
because I would use chat as a crutch if I was scared, and
That's exactly what Hassan did and others have done.
Yeah, I see that. That makes sense.
Do you see what I mean, though?
You got to play
Yeah.
that. You got to play that in VR.
Oh my fucking god!
Oh god.
I don't want Chet going through a wall,
No.
fucking juggernauting because he's scared. He's gonna be like, this is
got-
like the Titanic sinking all over again.
During the
Running
Steam
out of the
summer
room
sale,
with
I
the
bought-
headset still on.
I bought Hitman 3 and it has VR, and I want to play it in VR, but my computer's just acting up, so I can't like play anything right now.
yeah, what's wrong with your
sucks.
computer?
Bro, I don't know. I got a new graphics card, installed it, no fixes. Like,
Oh.
it's just been acting up.
Fuck.
Yeah, so
That
You
sucks.
just gotta take it to a nerd, dude.
I know. Well, I have friends, and we're gonna take a look at it. And I think I might just
All right,
like
nice brag. Go ahead.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
bragged
is that
about having
it?
Twitter followers and friends.
Jesus. Being friends.
I
with
also
Nate.
have a wife and I have sex. So
Oh
anybody
my
else, Anybody else got a fucking problem with me? Huh? Anybody else? I squirt.
guys-
I squirt so good.
Oh.
My wife loves it.
Did you guys ever have speaking of that, like friends that fix computer shit? You ever have those friends who'd be like, yeah, I can
Friends
fix
that
it for you?
squirt.
And you give them, like, okay, they're doing it for free because they're your friend, they offer, so you give them, like, the computer or the whatever to fix, and it just sits there for, like, months and months and months and
Yes.
months and months and months.
I had that with a guitar, man.
the guitar, that sucks.
there's
Never
like
mind,
something was fucked
I
up
don't
and I
even
gave it
like
to my
music
like
anymore.
No, I like gave my one guitar to my friend who was like his guitar genius. It's like, oh yeah, no, I can fix that for sure. And it just fucking sat in his house with the humbuckers out for like 2 years, and then I moved.
That
He stole it. Well, goodbye to my Warlock or whatever.
I had a friend who
PC
like
Rich.
did like woodworking and could do like small scale construction stuff, and he did that to a friend where he's like, yeah, no, like I'll set the drywall and I'll do all this for you, and then like didn't do it for like months. He like set it up and then just never went back, and he's like, are you gonna come over? And he's like, yeah, I'm sorry, I just got really busy right now, I'll come over later this week, and just like would keep putting it off. And then eventually he just had to like call a professional.
Have you ever had a friend fix your computer and then they bring it back, and the next time you see them, they've purchased a "No, I will not fix your computer" shirt?
No.
That's a really shitty feeling. That happened to me like 6 times.
Wow.
Yeah, I lost a lot of friends.
That happened to me whenever I make friends with trucks help me move. They get bumper stickers that say, yes, this is a truck. No, I will not help you move. And I'm like, oh, next time I ask. Sucks.
Is there a "No, I will not fix your computer" bumper sticker? I should get one of those.
Yes, this is a truck. No, I will not help you fix your computer. Plus, I'm a bitch who fell off, so I couldn't.
I should get one of those too. I also want to get a "Found on Road Dead" to put on my Ford.
I saw a Punisher logo, but it was the Alberta flag as the colors today.
Cool. I love
That
the
is
fucking. I love the fucking seatbelt. What are they called again? What?
PSAs?
Alex linked it today. The Punisher. They have a special name though.
Did I link it?
Was it you?
I don't think it was me.
Great.
I think
No,
I'm being
just-
falsely accused
I'm
of
just
linking
lying.
something.
Hold on.
Well, I got some good news while Michael searches for that.
Yeah, go for
Cole
it.
Campbell just posted
Oh, it was
a new
Rylan.
dance video, and you can just see his little belly hanging out under his shirt, and it's moving.
Nice.
Because
Perfect.
he keeps moving side to side, and it's like swaying back and forth. And I can't stop
wait.
watching it.
He eats like 4,500 calories every
Tom,
day.
you should request that so we can watch it as a request tonight.
All right, I'm gonna request it. Yo, can we just watch this 2 hours?
Oh, I made that tweet. Guy who fixes seatbelt when the driver's seat is empty so he can sit on top of it and it stops beeping every 15 seconds. And Rylan linked me the skull seatbelt silencers, but it's the Punisher one, like the Blue Lives Matter one. So funny.
Oh
You
yeah,
imagine you got
guys.
pulled over by a cop and you have your seatbelt silencer in the fucking belt. It's so funny. But there's a bottle opener one too, which is even better.
Those guys were like
that's
the
a good- that's
original
awesome.
anti-mask pussies. Like, I remember friends of mine had dads who were like, yeah, I can't wear a seatbelt because I have a medical condition. Like, shut the fuck up. You're a grown man. You're like,
can't-
oh, it bothers my neck. Shut
I
up.
can't wear a helmet when I'm on my motorcycle with my arms craned all the way to the sky and spread 4 feet and my legs all the way splayed out because my neck hurts when I wear
Yeah, I
one.
can't. I have a head injury. I can't wear a helmet when I'm on my motorcycle.
The top of my head's bruised from
not
falling off my
safe.
motorcycle, so I can't wear a helmet. It hurts.
Top of my head is soft, so I can't wear a helmet.
My hole never closed.
Do you know what would be a fucking awesome helmet though? Imagine you drive like a sick bike, like a Hayabusa, just something that can go like 200 without any restrictions on it. But your helmet is just like Toad from Mario.
Just driving around like Toad.
Like, damn, that guy looks like Toad.
I always like the helmets with the mohawks on the top of them. Those ones are
Yeah,
always really cool.
I was about to say. I wish
Those are
they made
always
those for
such
like adults.
Epic
I
ones.
know.
Yeah.
Well, those because like those were for kids, and like a 10-year-old's like, that's so cool. It looks rad. And like just wearing that as like a 45-year-old guy just getting on your motorcycle.
Yeah,
So cool.
I've seen
So dope.
I've seen a shiny gold one too, like Spartan style with the red brush on top. I'm like, you are so fucking cool, man. You're just like the Spartans.
I want to get. I wonder if I want to get a Master Chief helmet, motorcycle helmet. I wonder if they make those. I'm gonna look
Dude,
that up
you look
right
like
now.
300. Dude,
You could probably get the whole outfit.
You should, instead of a motorcycle, you should ride a warthog.
Oh yeah, they make
If you
them,
get the
and they're
reference,
cool.
RT it.
You should get a spaceship.
Nice.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh wow, they really do make it.
$500.
I could say one thing that's related to Halo and gets Chet excited. Ready, Chet? Blood
Yeah.
Gunch.
Great,
Saying Gunch instead of Gulch.
great map.
I can do it too. Sprinting, jetpacks.
Now we're talking. We're talking Black Ops 3 right now?
Fast-paced action.
Wall running.
I gotta go.
When you mad? You
Gunplay.
mad?
No, I'm fine. I'm fine.
All right, well, it's time for our ad read. It's our first sponsor. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, dude,
Halo.
there's a Predator motorcycle helmet in the
Perfect for
suggested
you.
ads.
Sorry.
that's
Sorry.
Oh,
Sorry. Well, you walked right into that one, bud.
Hey,
Yeah.
if you have a problem with that chat, you can reach out to betterhelp.com.
Hey, you should go on
Hey,
Squarespace.
Chad, do you hate going to the post office?
Do you hate getting robbed?
Do you like berries? Do you want Sherry's berries?
Do you want to pay
this is just- we're
$28
trying
per
out.
meal and you also have to cook it yourself too?
Do you want a lot of plastic to hold like, one piece of chicken?
Do you want a box of trash that you still have to cook?
I guess. I need some fucking.
Well,
I'm feeling a little sleepy. I need some Javi. If there's only the code.
Was
Only
it
we had a
Javi that
code.
emailed us?
Yeah,
Nice.
they sure did.
God, we just get lots of junk emails, and I was thinking how funny it would be to like email all of those like crypto and NFT stuff back now and be like, "Yeah, we're in.
We're in.
Let's do it. I'm in
We are
now.
so
Let's
freaking
go."
in.
Yeah, you guys are still spending all that money, right?
Yeah. Well, they weren't even. They were giving us. They were willing to give us NFTs to start the marketplace. And it's like, dog.
Yeah.
No.
No,
Crypto,
thanks.
maybe.
Like, oh,
I know my
ooh,
worth.
Garbage.
I will only be paid in NFTs and equity in failures of companies.
You
Ooh.
always know it's a
Can you
shitty
just mail me some
like,
garbage?
offer that we're getting emailed because they say, "Hey, Chapo Trap House," all one word.
That is true.
Yeah, it was Javi. They said they'd be sending us to me for free. All you have to do is make a video featuring and highlighting our coffee on your Twitch.
Wow.
Let me know what you think so we can discuss further. That is like a very outlaw sentence structure.
Outlaw probably
All
wrote
you have
that.
to do is make a video featuring and highlighting our coffee on your Twitch.
They seem
Outlaw's
like they're
probably
on
a
his
level
wavelength.
4. He's probably like a level 4 Javi ambassador now.
It's such a stupid
pays for it.
product.
He does even more free work for them at that level. Very
Why would
cool.
you want coffee concentrate to pour into milk?
Hell, I need coffee too.
Because then you don't have to brew it and you can just have like your nice
Yeah.
cold fucking Starbucks drink.
Yeah, people like
It's supposed
like they have like the cold brew concentrate shit, and like it's just because they don't want to drink coffee. They want to have like the coffee, but like put it in something else.
I just take a damn
That's it.
caffeine pill.
Yeah, that's normal. Freak.
Not
Boring.
No.
idiot.
Yeah, I guess you don't want bubbles tickling your throat. Whatever.
They help you wake up in the morning.
I
when
don't
it's
want a
dry.
vial of coffee.
Yeah, Alex wakes up and immediately before he even gets out of bed, he grabs a caffeine pill and just fucking wrestles it down his dry throat. Now I'm awake. No water.
And I have to pee into my own mouth to get it down.
Wow.
Yep.
That's disgusting.
No, it's not.
Okay, I believe you. I'm with you now. It's not disgusting. You're allowed to pee into your own throat. I don't give a shit.
Hey, you said it. You said it's not disgusting.
I respect any vehicle that you use to get caffeine to your body. The only thing I don't respect is people who say they don't need it. Fucking liar. I see you're
well,
tired.
I don't need it. I just
your
just
tired
have my-
ass.
I just take these other pills. I just set on my computer.
Oh yeah, those. I need my energy.
My school pills. My school pills.
37 years old. Yeah, I can't even concentrate during school. I need these. You're in
bad.
school? I was. I was, but I still need to concentrate, don't I?
I'm really
I'm
cramming for the
added.
midterms 4 months from now.
I'm getting some anxiety about school. Can I just have like 100 milligrams
They make-
Adderall, please?
I think they make me like drinking more.
It makes it way easier to drunk drive. You can't even tell how drunk you are. It's amazing. I love these school pills.
I can get
My
all the way home
schoolies.
from
My
I can get all the way
schoolies.
home.
I'm off those schoolies and whiskey. I'm behind the wheel.
Hold on. Do not talk to me until I've had my schoolies in the morning.
my schoolies. You know you went to college on the East Coast if every night start with schoolies and Tullamore Dew.
Man, speaking of schoolies, I'm so fucking nervous to go to school for the first time in like 13 years.
You'll be fine,
this
dude.
winter.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
sure
sure
it'll be
I'm
fun.
doing it.
You need to
Yeah, how did you find it? I guess you didn't have as long of a layoff.
you
in
need to
between
look at the
school, though, 'cause you were,
Neanderthals
like-
around you
Yeah.
that are also going to be
I
doing
was
it.
just in school occasionally.
I was like thinking about that today too because I got sent outside today and I had to dig these fucking pipes out of a trench. And they gave me like a pickaxe and a shovel, and I'm like pickaxing mud and breaking rocks and shit like a goddamn
Doing orc
orc.
work. Yeah.
Damn, it's like Minecraft.
It rocks. I'm gonna have to go to school and remember how to do trigonometry to keep doing this. They had like, it's just like what had to be done. So there's like journeymen, third years and shit, like out there getting paid $40 an hour almost to break rocks and shovel dirt.
Well, make sure you get a notebook, some pencils, or maybe a pen with an eraser on it, because it's nice to have an eraser. Some folders for each of your classes, and you color code them. For me, I always associated English class with yellow, science with green, blue, math.
Oh hell no, not for me.
What? You don't think math is a
English
blue,
green.
blue
Math
color?
is red. Math
No,
is red.
it's not.
Yeah, it's
Math is
evil.
red.
No, math is blue.
Bro, fuck,
Because it
I
makes
would
you mad.
I wouldn't
Red
even have
is-
a math
red is
folder.
reading
I'm not
class.
doing anything extra for
Red
that
is
class.
reading or social studies. That was the red folder. It was like reading or social studies.
I
As far
think I
as
gave
math's
up on
concerned-
that around like 10th grade.
I tried
Where
it
I'm
every
just
year
like,
and failed.
I'm just going to throw this shit in my backpack. And it worked. I passed everything.
That'd be a good display name on Twitter. Kid who walked home from 7th grade with no backpack.
I guess I had more online stuff than you guys probably did. Because I'm a
No, we had
year or
no
two
online
younger.
stuff.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
you
it
were
was
extremely online.
Like toward,
Yeah.
that's why. But yeah, toward like 11th grade, 12th grade, there was a lot of stuff on Blackboard.
Yeah.
The teachers would email us stuff. So
we just
you
put
could just
chalk on
lose
there.
the paper.
Blackboard until we didn't have Blackboard until college.
Yeah.
We had,
Yeah,
we
same
had
college, I had
blackboard,
Blackboard.
chalk, and eraser.
Oh,
Yeah, bro, I had it analog.
No, we actually didn't. We had a whiteboard because I was homeschooled.
Yeah, but I bet you did.
they called it a whiteboard or
No Blackboard in this house.
There it is.
Whiteboard sounds like a fucking
Whiteboard.
podcast, bitch.
Hey.
Suck dick.
Come on, dude.
Let's
we got
go.
ads to sell.
Oh, that's true. Check out Javi. Code Outlaw Deadly. Code Outlaw Deadly 8004.
Stinky outlaw.
Go to dailyoutlaw.com.
We have people in our chat named Daily Outlaw and Deli Outlaw, and I hate saying their names out loud because it sounds like I'm talking to Outlaw. And if he's ever lurking, he's gonna be like, "Oh, I think that guy likes me."
Well,
Oh,
guess
man.
what? He's not gonna pay attention unless I'm there.
That's true.
He loves Tom.
He's got a big.
I wonder
crush
what
on me.
he'd say. What Tom would say.
Like, I know he's not gonna listen to this, and Michael and I talked about it, and in August we were thinking like just no Outlaw for a whole month, not even like having
yeah.
people telling people in the Discord like don't even watch the stream, don't pay attention for like a whole month, just
see
totally
what he
blank
does.
him and see how he loses his mind. I'm kind of interested in doing it.
Well,
I think
It's
it's
like
fun.
thought experiment.
I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say, like, from having watched his stuff in the past couple weeks, it's not that many people. Like, it's like 2
I know
people
it's
in his
not that
chat,
many.
and he generally ignores them anyway.
I
Like,
know that,
like
but
the
again,
stuff that
like
he responds to, it's like he misses 90% of the stuff we say about him,
For
and he'll
sure.
just randomly
Yeah.
get some information like, "Oh, Tom said this about me 3 months ago."
I
I know,
still
he's a
feel like he
moron.
watches every Tom stream. Like
he does. He
There's-
watches
he has
every
to.
VOD of mine and skips through until he sees himself. But like I would just think it would be funny. Like Michael and I were talking, just like to see how he would react if we just did not have him like any of his videos on for an entire month, going through a freak stream and like he's not featured at all, and like nobody talks
I can
about
just see him scrubbing
Nobody-
along and the VOD being like, no, where the hell
Even
is
just
it?
like
I must have
even
missed
just
it.
like in the Discord in case he's like infiltrated, just not saying anything about him, just for an entire month, just to see what his reaction is.
Right.
And like you're probably right. He probably like in his videos, he's not gonna say anything. He's just gonna continue being dumb.
So you-
and maybe he'll pick it up in like 8 months from now when he like films himself wearing Tifa's like clothes again and mentions me playing Final Fantasy, something I did 2 years ago. But who knows?
Yeah,
I
he's gonna
think-
make
but
an Elden
initially-
Ring video in 2024 in response to you playing it.
Like initially, I think going like in his head, he'll be upset that we're not watching him, and then he'll get mad, and then like the 2 people that like hang out in his chats and like just make fun of him constantly won't be there, and he'll start getting mad about that.
Well, you forget that he's going to be a famous voice actor, and you're going to be
that's true.
asking him for an autograph.
That's true.
So you're like proposing that we retain, but for outlaw.
Absolutely.
Okay. Hashtag retain for outlaw. Let's get this
Hashtag retain
trending.
outlaw.
I think we should do a bunch of cum tributes of Outlaw.
Well, you can
Just see
and
what he says.
goddamn, bro. Don't even say that. Don't say that to me because he would
Why?
love that. Because it's because you've heard his dream. You've heard his dream.
But I'll tell you this, guys. I had a weird dream that Tom said he would sponsor me. I'd have to sell out and let him own the Outlaw brand, and I'd have to suck his dick. It was a disgusting dream. No, Tom, I would never do that in real life.
Yeah, well, that
It
was
was a
like
disgusting dream.
It
that was
a
only him
disgusting
sucking your
dream.
dick. That wasn't.
I know,
a cum
and that's
tribute.
not great. I don't
Yeah.
like to think about that.
Did he say he
It's-
did or he
it's
had
awful.
to?
Well, you were the one who offered it.
I did not offer it.
You were the one who told him.
I did not say that.
I will
Sounds
own
like
the
Tom-
rights to the outlaw content.
Sounds like Tom's the man of my dreams.
I had a
It's just-
disgusting dream. I had to sell the Outlaw brand and make a cum tribute for Tom.
Oh man.
I had to print out a picture of him.
If he
I love
did
Tom's
that, I think I would go to Seattle and I
I would not want to get close to him. He'd probably try to touch you with a cum tribute.
I wouldn't get close to him. I'm a pretty good
He's gonna have a handful of cum ready for you, and he's just gonna throw it in your face when you walk in.
Pocket cum.
I'm not again, I'm staying
He's
a
going to
safe
antique
distance
you
away.
with it.
I'm staying a safe distance away. Just getting something pretty high powered, and you're just a camera, high powered camera, and staying quite a few yards away.
He can probably throw that far. We've seen the baseball videos.
You're right.
He's got great form.
You're so right. He's such an athlete.
Fuck, that video is classic though.
God, and that he yells my name in it. Fuck me.
Yep.
Christ, he says my name in every single
Do you know
video.
what my
He's
brain did
obsessed
once?
with you.
My brain
He
in my
doesn't even
head.
know our names.
My
no,
brain
he doesn't care about you guys anymore.
in my head. My brain is mixed the outlaw baseball with Steve and Adrian's baseball game. Like they were playing together.
I would love to see them go against each other.
Outlaw should be the guy who has to run and get the ball.
These are the kids from backyard baseball now. If they aged accordingly.
He has the dog roll.
These are the kids you never picked in backyard baseball.
Oh
now.
yeah. Ugh.
One speed, one power, one
Losers.
field. All right, well, you're done.
Who was the mean developer that made some of those kids just so dog shit?
Yeah, like
There's no reason for
just
that.
no reason to pick them.
Mm-mm. All
So
those backyard
sad.
sports games were fucking. I was like probably too old to play them. I was like 13, but it'd be on like just bored at like a friend's house, and there's one of the only games on their computer or whatever. Those games are so addicting.
They're great.
I would lose
The
to like
soccer
AI
one was so
on like
fun.
yeah, I would lose to AI in soccer on like the hardest difficulty. Be
Yeah.
like, fuck that, I'm getting that back. Oh, we're playing again.
On hard, like soccer, like kept going. Where like baseball ended after like 1 year, and I think football kind of did too. But like soccer had all these extra tournaments, and if you played it on hard, it was hard.
Yeah. That's how I know I was always such a indoor kid, shut-in gamer type. Go to like Thanksgiving or Christmas at someone else's house, but sit on their computer playing like Snood for hours. Awesome.
That was also me going to my cousin's house where like they had
Me.
the Sega Genesis and playing that in the basement, but I also had a Sega Genesis at home, but I just wanted to play it there.
So funny, yeah. I love that
And we
shit.
just sit in the basement and play that all weekend long until I go back home. And then once PS2 came out and Grand Theft Auto,
Oh yeah.
Whoa.
We got a PS1 when
That
everybody else
was
had
it.
64, so it was whack. But then it was cool once we realized how awesome.
Yeah,
But
PS1 ruled.
our cousins, they had everything, like every system, especially before we had our PS1. I think they still had like all the shit. So we loved going over there. But man, one Thanksgiving, we were all excited to go over there and like play video games and shit. And we're all playing outside, and then when it's time to go inside, which is usually gaming time, they all go in and turn on fucking Bible Man.
Oh,
God.
Do you remember that show?
No, but it sounds.
I think the
good.
episode, I think it's all on YouTube too. But it was a fucking Christian show, Christian superhero, like a Batman. But he
yeah.
had the Sword of Spirit and shit.
Oh.
It's a live action superhero show, but for Christians.
I see.
Yeah, so we used to have, I think he like did a little cameo on 101 Huntley Street, which was like one of the TV shows that would play on the only TV channel we got.
That's so fun.
But it was by the time I was in kindergarten, and like my dad and little sisters were telling me about Bible Man when I came home from school that day, and I was so fucking bummed that I missed it. Yeah, first season was 1995, so when I was in kindergarten.
Yep.
Yeah, I know Bible Man.
Australian Christian Channel. Original network, Australian Christian Channel, and then this network's name, Smile of a Child.
Smile of a child.
Smile of a Child is an American Christian free-to-air television network owned and operated by the Trinity Broadcasting Network. The network is aimed at children between the ages of 2 to 12 and offers a mixture of children's religious and family-oriented programming. Wow.
Jesus Christ.
You know what the character that plays Bible Man is on the show? Miles B. Peterson.
He do be.
Wow.
It's like a character we made up. Mikey Miles, but he's Jordan Peterson.
They should have called him Smiles B. Peterson.
Willie
because of the
Ames with
channel he
Bible
was
Man.
on.
And that's... How is this guy not Australian or English? He looks so... He's born in
Miles
Newport
B.
Beach,
Peterson
California.
is a wealthy man who turns to God and the Bible in his most desperate hour. From then on, he pledges to fight evil with the word of God.
So
His
dope.
armor was called... His suit was called the Armor of God.
Jesus
That's kinda
fucking
sick, to
Christ.
smite your
19
enemies.
seasons? Oh, some of them... It turned to
Bro.
animated eventually.
And its revival was 2016 into present.
Christ.
95 to
Oh,
2010, and now it's still going.
I'm looking at the list of characters.
The villains.
Yeah, here's one. The Wacky Protester was a goofy, blue-skinned demon scientist who was formerly Primordius Drool before he got demoted. His abilities include plasma balls. During his final scene, he created a special portal to another realm to trap Christian students and turn them to atheism. However, he got caught in his own trap and was stuck there forever.
That is so sick. My favorite on here, I forgot about this guy. There's the Jewish-looking one named the Fiddler. A green-haired evil clown who influenced one of the church singing group children to lie. After she asks her friends for forgiveness, the Fiddler and Bible Man fight. The Fiddler was defeated and destroyed by his own sword of darkness.
The Fiddler.
The Fiddler.
Oh my God! The Sultan of Selfishness, an olive-skinned man with black curly hair, black eyebrows, and eyes, a black goatee, and
A green Nehru suit.
Nehru suit with gold trimmings.
no
He speaks with a
way.
heavy, stereotypical Middle Eastern accent. He temporarily gains control of the school by posing as a motivational speaker who dispenses small stickers that cause all the students in the faculty to become susceptible to the Sultan's 3D's credo: demand, deserve, dominate.
The Whiner Brothers. Two villains who use a radio station broadcast to make children whine and complain.
Awesome.
That's
yeah.
awesome.
Oh, that's so sick.
Wow.
Damn, this is a cool show. We should watch this show.
Yeah.
Professor
let's do that.
Emeritus Snorkenscoff.
Absolutely.
A mad scientist who's in charge of Snorkenscoff Industries and makes kids disrespect their authorities. His henchman is Stench.
Stench.
Dope.
I gotta look up the Fiddler. The Fiddler elves.
The Fiddler. All right, everybody. Thank you
thanks
for listening.
This was
Thanks.
the Bible Man podcast.
Bible Man podcast. We're gonna be talking about it a lot more.
Oh yeah.
I think we're all gonna become Catholic and start doing selfie Sunday threads.
Become a true Bible man.
God.
Hell yeah.
I'm soy facing for Christ.
Save that for the
Bone.
next episode.
Yeah, Ken Bone is.
Bone.
Oh, fuck.
Ken Bone, not Ken
Bone.
Bone.
Fuck you, Ken
Everyone,
Bone.
Bye everyone.
thank you for listening. I love you. Subscribe to the Patreon. Bye.
Adios.
Fuck you, Ken Bone.
Yo, what's up?
Greetings. This is Danny Filth.
This is B.O.B. Bobby Ray-Bans.
Hi, it's Rudy Giuliani.
This is Tommy Chung.
Hey, I'm Dave Mustaine from Megadeth.
Man, it's your boy Juicy J, man.
You're listening to WFYA Talk Radio.
You take care of the bacon and eggs, we'll take care of the
Ribs.
And now another hit.
The Bible Man's coming, so you better stick around. A brand new episode is coming to your town. A whole lot of fun with the greatest book of all. Yeah, the Bible Man's coming and it's gonna be a ball.
Go get everyone you know,
'Cause it's just about time for the Bible Man Show.
it's the Bible, it's the Bible, it's the Bible Man Show. We're learning how to live and we're learning how to grow.
Storytelling, picture painting, grooving, don't you know?
Everybody get ready for the Bible Man Show. Everybody get ready for the Bible Man Show.